couple of senators who need reinforcement here in the United States Senate. They need help to be able to drain the swamp. And they know that our next senator has got to be Blake Masters. You know it too, right? So first, I'm going to have Senator Steve Daines, the first Republican senator in Montana history in the last 100 years, to come up and talk to us about why we need Blake.
I'll tell you what, I'm proud of you, Arizona. I left snow last night in Montana. And if this is winter here, Congressman Biggs, I can't imagine what it must be like here in December and January. But I tell you, I'm here today because the nation at this moment in our history is counting on Arizona to elect Blake Masters to the United States Senate. Now, I've had a chance to spend some time on the bus with your amazing slate of candidates. Holy cow. Including, Roxana, I did not know she was a member of law enforcement. And I tell you what, this insanity of defunding law enforcement, it's nuts. I got a better idea, and I know we have a better idea. Let's defund the Democrats. And I'm thrilled to be joined here with my great colleague, Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. And when Tom and I walked down to the floor of the United States Senate for a vote, for a debate, the U.S. Senate at this moment in our history is a 50-50 U.S. Senate. Now, you remember your days in perhaps high school and taking government class. What happens when there is a tie in the U.S. Senate? Who breaks the tie? The Vice President of the United States breaks the tie in the United States Senate. Kamala Harris has broken more ties in her short tenure, less than 2 years, than all but 2 vice presidents in our nation's history. So we've had 49 vice presidents since this country was founded. She now has broken the 3rd most ties, trailing only John Adams and John Calhoun, who served 8-year terms as vice president. That shows you how important one Senate vote is. We're one Senate vote away from losing the Supreme Court to packing the court, where they would put 4 justices on it and make it a 13-member court. We're one Senate seat away from D.C. becoming a state and 2 Democrat senators forever, and the next to be Puerto Rico. They don't want to just take over our country. They want to take over all the institutions. That is the agenda of the left. I got a better idea on how to break a tie in the U.S. Senate. How about you send Blake Masters back to Washington? That would do it. Now, let me close by doing a little poll. There have been a lot of polls conducted here. And by the way, don't believe most of them. This is going to be a big, big night. Senator Cotton and I have been traveling around the country with many, many different candidates. You can see it. You can sense it. This is going to be a big wave next Tuesday. But let's just test this. We've got some decibel meters here. So we're going to see how loud you can clap and shout. This is a decibel meter poll. And so here's the question. If the election for the United States Senate in Arizona were held today, how many of you would vote for Blake Masters? You've got Chuck Schumer shaking his boots right now. You do. And I tell you, Blake, what I love about Blake, many things, but we need more private sector business people in Washington. That's what I did before I came to the Senate. That's what Blake Masters has done. God bless Arizona. You have such a great slate of candidates, but polls don't matter. There's one thing that matters, is getting to the polls on Tuesday. Let's get it done, Arizona. Thank you.
All right, and if you didn't notice, we were joined by another